dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Olivia Calfee. Just weeks ago, a trans rights rally was being held by members of the Corbin community. During the rally, they were disrupted by two men who they believe were armed and dangerous. The incident has since gone viral on TikTok. But despite the scary situation, another protest will be held in response tomorrow. Lucy Bryson spoke with some organizers today about what is to come.
Sanders Park was where the previous event was held and where another one will be held Saturday afternoon. Trent Osborne was the organizer of the original rally and says that the men were yelling homophobic slurs and even making threats to members of the group. Despite this scary situation, Osborne tells me another rally will be held in the same place Saturday afternoon. But this event will be for more than just trans rights.
If they want to come to protest for women's rights, abortion rights, if they want to come to protest for LGBT, for people of color, that if they want to protest for any of these things, they can come here and do it, and it's time to have their voices heard.
The Corbin Police Department came to the scene before the fight escalated, and after the situation was diffused, they found that the group hosting the rally did not take the correct measures to host there. One aspect from the first rally that did not follow protocol was the failure to apply for a permit to be on Sanders Park. But for this rally, they have things sorted out.
Oh, we actually have a permit in place. Detective
Robbie Hodge shared that having a permit isn't just a protocol measure, it's a safety measure too.
As long as they come down and let us know what to expect, we will adjust and we will respond appropriately. We just want to keep everybody safe. And to do that, we have to know what's going on.
And Osborne hopes that the focus of tomorrow's rally is for what they hope it's meant for, love and acceptance.
Hate has no place in Kentucky. Hate has no place in this world anymore. Y'all means all.
In Corbin, Lucy Bryson, WKYT.
The event will be held from 12 to 4, and Corbin police say they will be monitoring the event to prevent any danger. A family heading into the weekend with heartache. A man has died and a woman was taken to the hospital after a fire broke out at a mobile home Friday morning in Lawrence County. Kentucky State Police say a fire broke out at the home along Oak Street in Louisa around 8:30 a.m. They say the man who died was Terry Darasset, who was 67 years old. Shane Goodall, the public affairs officer with KSP, says the fire marshal's office responded and the fire appears to have been accidental.
One male has been deceased. Further investigation reveals it don't look like there's any foul play suspected.
Darasset's body was sent to the Kentucky State Medical Examiner for an autopsy. His family and friends left to mourn and pray the woman who lived there recovers. There's no word tonight on her condition. A Barberville woman was arrested on Friday after she was accused of shooting a woman at a convenience store. Police responded to a call of shots fired at the Heydrich one-stop Thursday evening after an investigation. Officers arrested 29-year-old Tyra Bunch. Bunch is accused of shooting a woman that was sitting in her car at the convenience store. The victim's condition is not known at this time.
Well, much cooler than we should be for the middle and later part of June today. Temperatures in the 70s for most. We should be in the mid-80s for this time of year. 78 in Prestonsburg and Middlesboro were our warmer spots. Low to mid-70s elsewhere as we saw spotty showers and storms continuing. Already starting to see a little bit in the way of some fog moving through downtown Pikeville at this hour. Mid-60s out that way. That's where most of us remain. Middle and upper 60s out there. It's still kind of a muggy environment. Most of our downpours are gone. Still a few showers into portions of Southwest Virginia. Again, that's where we've seen the heaviest so far today, and that's a relative term. So as we head through the overnight hours, the next 12 hours, we're definitely going to see those temperatures bottoming out in those low 70s as we head through the overnight. We'll climb back into the 70s quickly as we head through tomorrow. But the main headline of the weekend is as we head towards Sunday and Sunday night, detailing the possibility for strong to severe thunderstorms coming up in a few minutes. Olivia?
All right, thank you, Evan. Perry County community members are looking for a way to address high homeless numbers, and a solution could soon be on the way. WYMT's Jack Demler has the latest on a project full of hope.
Randy Johnson has been a pastor at Vico's Church of God for less than a year and has already encountered people in need of help.
Ricky was one of the first people that I met homeless. I picked him up. He was on the side of the road last winter. He had a heavy jacket on and half rose, stand beside a rock wall with ice on it, looking for a ride.
Ricky is just one of the people Randy has met who was in need of a shelter, something Perry County lacks. According to research from the Little Flower Clinic, 2,544 people in eastern Kentucky were considered homeless over the 2022 calendar year. This number has Randy and many community members asking for an answer.
I don't want to wait. How many more people become addicted? How many more people become homeless in the next 3 months? If we can do something now, let's do something now and just not wait.
Just last Thursday, community members gathered to hear about a possible solution from the Freedom House.
You come to us and we're going to tell you, bub, we're going to tell you, so we love you. And God loves you more.
A resource center project is in the works to serve as a way to help those dealing with homelessness or addiction. The meeting discussed protocol, including a zero-tolerance policy and chores for residents.
This is a working house. You're not just going to lay in the bed or watch TV all night.
Hanlon says with this project, they have the heart, the people, and the protocol to get help to the people who want to help themselves. In Perry County, Jack Demler, WYMT Mountain News.
Hanlon says the last step to seeing this project come to life is by finding a building in order to get the funding. Police in Bell County are asking for your help to find the ones involved in an attempted grave robbery case. Last night, deputies were called to the Gibson Cemetery off Highway 190. They found a grave dug up with damage done to the vault and the coffin. It's believed 2 people were involved with the desecration. Once they were done investigating the scene, the deputies were able to cover the grave back up and reset the headstone. The Bell County Sheriff's Department is asking anyone who might know anything about the case to call dispatch at 606-337-6174. All calls will remain confidential. A local grocery store is under investigation by the USDA for alleged SNAP fraud. T&K Grocery is located in Mingo County, West Virginia. Officials say the store allowed customers to purchase beer, cigarettes, and THC gummies using benefits using SNAP, also known as food stamps. Retailers reportedly allowed customers to exchange their SNAP benefits for cash, and that some customers were using SNAP benefits to pay rent at the store as well. From February 2021 to April 2023, T&K redeemed more than $1.5 million in SNAP funds. In partnership with the University of Louisville, Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation has received more than $800,000 in grants. The funding will help add more substance abuse treatment to the area. Substance use coordinator Dr. Sydney Cox says they plan to increase the number of addiction-certified treatment providers in the region. She says they will be able to better service the community and get rid of barriers regarding health care.
So oftentimes, primary care settings in rural communities are the first and only stop for patients when they're pursuing health care. So we recognize that if we could have more providers who are specifically trained in that area, that we could reach more people at a quicker rate and provide more services to a greater number of patients in our service area.
Cox says this is an ongoing issue in the community that needs to be addressed. The grant will last for 5 years, adding 4 providers each year. Highway 15 can have heavy traffic in the Jackson area, something officials are hoping expansion can make less hectic. The Panbowl Lake Corridor project will expand Highway 15 to 5 lanes. H.B. Elkins with the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet says wrecks have occurred on the road before, and they are looking to decrease the amount.
There have been more than a few crashes on the road, and of course anytime that you ease congestion, allow traffic to flow more smoothly, you reduce the chances of crashes happening. So that's always a good thing.
There's no timeline on when the project will be started or completed, but officials are hoping to begin soon. Coming up on Mountain News at 11, the political fight over access to abortions remains just as hot as it was 1 year ago.
And we continue to watch the possibility for strong to severe thunderstorms for part of the weekend. I'll detail which part after this.